So we're going to take a look at this question from MyMathLab. It's question 1.2.41, which means you can actually take this number and click on the study plan tab and you will be able to go through how to use this. You also need to make sure that you're hitting the question help button and that you're utilizing the helps in the question itself. I suggest using the view an example button so it'll walk you through step by step. So when we're looking at this question, the first thing you want to ask yourself before you even read the question, you want to approach the question with what skill is this question trying to get me to do based on what I learned this week. And the skill, when you read this, that it's actually asking you to try is substituting for the correct variable in an equation. So the membership warehouse clubs offer low prices along with rewards, and they have this system where they're charging a $100 fee, but they're giving you money back for 4% of what you spend. So when you're looking at cost benefit, you may earn more rewards than that membership fee. And in that case, you're walking away with more money in your pocket at the end of the year than the membership fee. So that's what we're looking at here. And it tells us very clearly the actual yearly cost of the membership is Y, and X is the yearly amount of purchases. So X is basically what I'm spending in the club. Y would be the actual cost of the membership when I'm considering I get that 4% cash back. So in A, it says determine the actual yearly cost. Well, actual yearly cost is Y, so I'm looking for Y. If the club purchases for the year are $1,700. So I'm just going to plug in for X. It's going to be 100 minus 0.04, and when we replace for a variable, it's a best practice to do that in parentheses. So what I can do now is I can plug this into my calculator exactly as it is. There's no need for the multiple steps that it shows you in that show me an example section. You can type it directly in. So this is the Web 2.0 calculator. It's one that I advocate using because it does do things with the order of operations, and it is a scientific-based calculator. So the answer is going to be $32. So that's part A. Now we're going to take a look at part B. Part B says what amount of club purchases, which means I'm looking for X, would reduce the actual yearly cost of the membership to $20. So if my yearly cost is $20, Y is $20. So I'm solving a slightly different equation here. I'm setting Y plugged in as $20, and it's just the best practice to always use parentheses. It's not necessarily a hard and fast rule, but it does help as we get further along in the course. So the goal here is to get X alone. So I'm going to subtract 100 from both sides. And I get 20 minus 100 would be negative 80. Equals negative 0.04x. Now when a number is written next to x, that is implied multiplication, so you're going to divide both sides by negative 0.04. So I'm going to go into my Web 2.0 calculator. I'm going to have my negative 80 divided by negative 0.04, and that gives me $2,000. So in order to hit that benchmark of the membership actually only costing me $20, I would need to spend $2,000 on those club purchases. Now, if I wanted to know where I broke even on this, so let's say I want to know where is my rewards going to equal that membership amount, I would do that as 0. So if you're looking for a break even, then we're looking at where does it equal 0. And we would subtract 100 from both sides, which should make sense, right? Because your rewards are going to equal that membership fee if you break even. And then you would divide both sides by that negative 0.04. So then I'm going to go over to my calculator. Again, this is Web 2.0. You can go on the web and search it if you don't have a calculator that you are happy with. And I'm using the keyboard to type this in. You do not have to use the window. So that would be $2,500. So I have to spend $2,500 to basically make that entire membership fee back.